Indie Zombie games. Hey everybody, welcome back to more Indie Zombie Let's Play. Today I'm taking a look at Gory Cyber West. Again, this is a game that's only for $1. Apparently there's a 2-player version. And we're going to go ahead and do story. There's not much to this. It is the year 2XXX. All humans are dead. The world is ruled by cyborgs. Everything changed into Cyber Wild West for some reason. Gory Cyber West. Now listen up, son. Never shoot too early or too late. Wait for the signal. And then shoot your enemy. R2 or you can press the A button. Okay, enough talk. Let us get your body upgrade, my son. 45 minutes later. Feels great, Dad. Dad? Yeah, we killed him. Yeah, so if you're wondering what type of game this is, it's sort of a quick time style game where you have to wait for a countdown. It's a lot like Samurai Showdown, the game I played probably about a year ago, that had described itself as a fast-paced, a realistic fighting game, and really it's not. We don't like strangers in our town. Oh, okay, so I guess you want to duel me then. That is correct. Bring it on. And basically, yeah, this is how this game works. I do wonder if this is made by the same people. I will kill you slowly. We will see about that. Oh, what? Okay. Yeah, did it too early. So, yeah, your enemy has a timer. Basically, it's a reflex time. And, be perfectly honest, I've actually beaten this. And, when I've gotten to the final boss, we had a draw. And the game just ended that way. And I mean, you can't lose. I think as long as if you don't weigh down the timer. I'm actually gonna let's see what happens if I take my time. If I don't respond. Okay, yeah. So yeah, it's not so much actually, let me take a look at my timer because I wasn't really looking. Yeah, so you have about like a second and 10, I guess, to react, which is pretty fast, kind of. And the dialogue from the enemies never really changes or anything like that, and there doesn't really seem to be any score ranking. I could see this being fun with a couple of friends, just going back and forth, but the deaths are pretty limited. The only real difference in animation just comes from your gun, where sometimes it's a flamethrower, other times it's a minigun, and or other times it's a pistol. I do wish there was a little bit more from this. Like, I could see this being a fun side-scrolling shooter or something like that, but it isn't. It's this, which is, and we're already at the final boss, which is pretty boring, to be perfectly honest. Or no, I don't think this is the final boss. This is the step before the final boss. Plot twist, I'm evil. No shit, Dad. And, yeah, waiting. It has to build up the tension. And it's just kind of boring, pretty much. I mean, the first time I played this, it was kind of interesting. But, yeah, sorry, guys, but I mean, oh, and I beat him, like a millisecond before. Bad Bird Burrito. And your name is Heroic Harry. Prepare for trouble and make it double. Pokemon reference. Because we're clever. Okay, that time I lost. Because the first time I played on through this, I had a draw. And there's no real punishment for failure or anything like that. Draw, even though my time was before his. Yeah, draw. What now? Let's get some drinks. Okay. And that's how the game ends. That's really all there is to this. Again, no real replayability or anything like that. Not much variety. I mean, there's variety in the arcade section where it's just go through these enemies, and it's all the same enemies who you just fought in the story mode. Two-player mode, I suppose, could be a little bit more interesting in terms of variety, where it's, you know, I mean, you have to wait, you know, until you can actually attack. I'll show you guys the arcade mode. Defeat 25 enemies to face him, which is really not that difficult. And I think the enemy time will change from enemy to enemy. And it's the same exact dialogue, too. And again, it's all the same enemies who you've already previously fought from the story mode. There's just not a lot to say about this. It's very minimal, but it's also, you know, it's too simple, and it's just too boring. And this could have been a lot more interesting if it was a different style of game as opposed to something like this. You know, maybe a side-scrolling shooter, maybe a first-person style shooter, you know, that, you know, still did the Cyberpunk West. You know, I mean, that could have been fun. But this, yeah, no, this is boring, and this is pretty stupid. Especially, I mean, yeah, the reaction time can be an interesting challenge, but it didn't feel like one to me at all, and still doesn't feel like one. I mean, I'm sitting here and I'm rambling, and, you know, all I have to worry about is just one button. You know, yeah, I have to watch for when it tells me to shoot, but even then, I mean, it's really not much to it. I mean, I could probably, you know, be having a deep-seated, quote-unquote, philosophical discussion if that were ever to happen in my life. And I would probably still be doing perfectly fine in, you know, in playing this or even looking at this. I'm up to level 7 right now. I think there's only about 9 levels, if I remember, you know, when I got to the boss. And again, the enemy time does change. And for a game that calls itself Gory Cyber West, it's really not that gory at all. I mean, yeah, when you kill an enemy, you know, you do go pretty hog wild, but there's no blood or anything like that, or gore for, yeah, and you're refighting a lot of enemies who you've already fought, meaning that obviously they did not have a lot to work with. Yeah, it's just, and I mean, to be fair, this is my second time actually playing through this, and I'm fighting him again. Only the enemy time changes. It's just, I like your pretty face, and the dialogue never changes either. It's just very minimal. It's very bare bones. Alright, so I'm going to call this quits here in a minute. Everybody, this has been Indie Zombie Let's Play Gory Cyber West. This game is only $1. If this interests you at all, you can, you know, download the demo and check it out for yourself. Demos are always free and nice, and $1 is pretty cheap, but you pay for what you get. Sometimes there's quality, other times there's really not. There's really not that much to say about this. This kind of had my interest from the title and from the title image that I saw for this, but once you play it, it's really nothing all that special. Hope that you guys have enjoyed. Please let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Hit the like and subscribe button if you did truly enjoy this. I would greatly appreciate it. You can check me out on Twitter at JMRT709. Hope that you guys enjoyed. I'll see you next time for an all-new adventure.